And we are back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day today. Today, I have a real quick video on the battle of the children's books. What's being allowed, what's not being allowed, what's being canceled, what's being pushed. And it's just crazy. And to give you guys a quick example of what I'm talking about, look at for example, Cardi B, all right? She's propped up as this role model for young girls. They let her interview Joe Biden, who, promotes her. Her song WAP is #1, blowing up, blew up on all the radio stations and Spotify and on the YouTubes. The Christmas song, the old Christmas song, Baby It's Cold Outside, gets canceled. Radio stations refuse to play Baby It's Cold Outside, but they'll blast Cardi B's WAP all day, every day. That's the kind of hypocrisy. That's the kind of double standard we're talking about. But it's children's books. That's the crazy thing. It's children's books. Let's jump into it. You guys all know this. Dr. Zeus. Oh, before I jump into that, listen, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Join me on this journey. We have a great community here. The channel's starting to grow. And listen, I'm super grateful for each and every one of you guys that have subscribed so far, that have helped me grow this channel, helped me grow the community, that leave me the thumbs up, that leave me the great comments, that keep me motivated and keep me inspired to keep bringing you guys these videos. So thank you so much. So with that being said, if you like the video, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this insanity. So we've all heard about this. Dr. Zeus books won't be published for racist images. All right. Now, I grew up on these books. My friends grew up on these books. Nobody ever had any sort of issue with any of these books at all. I don't know who's calling the shots, who's thinking about this crazy shit in their head to say, oh, this is a racist image, that's a racist image, we got to cancel Dr. Zeus. Now, I don't want to get too dramatic. It's 6 of his books that have been canceled. That's pretty bad. So they didn't cancel Dr. Zeus altogether. It's just the publishing company won't publish these 6 books. If you try to sell them independently on eBay, they'll ban the listing. And this is one of the images that they're talking about. Like, who looks at this and says, we have to get this banned, we have to cancel this? Who? Like, who are these SJW woke insane lunatics to think this is, and I guess it's anti-Asian racism because they have it says a Chinaman who eats with sticks. They have an Asian guy eating with chopsticks with a China hat. Listen, when we read these when we were kids, there was that thought of that never came into our minds because we weren't focused on that. And we had healthy childhoods. We had fun. We were, up at when the sun came up, we're out playing with the other kids in the neighborhood. And then we'd come home when the street light came on for dinner. We'd out be about building tree forts all day and playing baseball and climbing trees and playing kickball and all the fun stuff kids should be doing instead of focusing on this insanity. So we all know about Dr. Zeus getting zapped. Now, the thing is, the books that they're allowing in it, kind of pushing these days, it just doesn't make sense to me. Now, the first book, let me show you guys this. There's 2 books. I'm going to show you a quick video after this too, of a mother letting her little child read one of these books. And to me, it's just not okay. And like I said, it's not hateful towards any group, but you'll see. So the first one is Ibram X. Kendi's Antiracist Baby. Now, it's no shock that if Ibram X. Kendi writes a book that it's just going to be filled with hateful garbage. If you don't know who Ibram X. Kendi is, he's just one of these critical race theory people that looks at everything through the lens of color. Everything's racism. Everybody's racist. It's just, he's not a good person. He's just stoking that racial division in this country. And it's sad. It's sad that they actually let him publish this book and people buy it. I mean, you can publish anything you want. We're a free country. I get it. But, it's actually pushed. I actually saw a friend of mine on social media who's gone complete SJW woke. He used to be a friend of mine. But him and his wife now, they wear the Black Lives Matter masks and they go to the rallies and the protests and the riots and, anti-fascists and they've gone crazy. But they posted a picture on social media of them reading this book to their 2 little kids, like 1 and 3 years old. So it makes sense. Like I said, they've gone completely woke lunatics. Anyway, so when I was growing up, quick story here, I've said it before in a few of my videos. When I was growing up, I grew up in low-income housing projects. 3 of my best friends in the neighborhood were black. There was 2 brothers that were black and then another one of my buddies that was black. Now, like I said, we were reading books like Dr. Zeus. We didn't have this crap. We were so tight. The color of our skin never was an issue. I would go stay at their house for dinner, eat dinner at their house, spend the night at their house. They'd come spend the night at my house, have dinner at my house. We'd go, to different family outings together. Our parents knew each other and we're all friendly. We were like one big happy family in the neighborhood. And race, the color of our skin never, ever was an issue. Even when we get in little tiffs with each other, and kids, you always get in little fights when you're kids. Oh, you took the ball, it's my turn to do that. Skin color, race, none of that ever came up, ever. And now this is what they're pushing on the kids. Like, it's no wonder when you see all these people dressed in BLM and Antifa running around, burning things down and assaulting people and destroying the cities, so angry and full of hate and just miserable with their lives and nothing constructive to do, is because look at what the propaganda that's being pushed down their throats. See, when I was a kid, this stuff wasn't being pushed down our throats. We had a great childhood. The last thing I wanted to do was grow up to wear a bunch of black clad stuff and go throw rocks through windows and Molotov cocktails at police. Like, so obviously this, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so Ibram X. Kennedy's garbage. So all right, the next book I'm going to show you guys, all right, the GayBC's. Let's see who the author is here. GayBC's Words and Pictures by M.L. Webb. All right, now listen. Like I said, I'm not a hateful person. I love everybody equally. This is not a dig or a jab at the LGBTQT. I know they added a few letters. LGBTQ. I'll leave it at that. LGBTQ community. This is not a dig at them. I mean, listen, I know several gay people. I used to have a guy that cut my hair for like years, and he was a good friend of mine. He was a hairstylist. I used to go in there, cut my hair. I went out to the bars with him a few times, had a few beers. He was just a cool dude. He was all right, but he was gay, and that never came up in our conversations. It was never uncomfortable. He was just a regular. He was just a buddy. That was it. So, now, the thing about this is, why are kids being taught anything that has to do with like sexuality, sexual orientation, anything like okay, there's a time when you get into life when your parents sit you down and have a talk about the birds and the bees, whatever. But usually that's later in life when you're starting to hit your teenage years and you're starting to ask questions and get curious. Not when you're a child. Not when you're a child. This is insanity. A's for apple, B's for bear, C is for cat, D's for dog. E is for what? Elephant. F is for fish. G is for green. Teach them things, colors and animals and foods and things like that. Sorry, so check this video out. A mom posted this. She's letting her little son read this, but I don't know. Couple years old, maybe 2 years old, 3 years old. I don't know. Let's check it out. All right, before I play this, let me get my big melon out of the way so you guys can actually see the video. All right. All right, let's see what this book's about.
Ally.
A is for ally.
B is for bye. C is for coming out.
B is for bi. C is for coming out.
D is for drag. E is for equality. F is for family.
All right, so D is for drag. Why does a kid need to learn about that? E is for equality. That's cool. That's good. F is for family. Yeah, that's awesome. I completely agree. Drag? See what else.
Uh-oh. We missed a page. G is for gay. H is for hope.
G is for gay. H is for hope.
I is for intersex.
Yep, that's it. We're done with that book. I is for intersex. Why does a little child like that have to be learning what that is? Like, I mean, they learn these words, then they got to learn the meanings of the words, right? All right. This video's just about over. I just want to show you guys a quick article. So I saw this article. Now, I don't know if this guy said it as a joke or not. So hang on, check this out. Well, yeah, okay. In this article, it says it's a joke. In the last article I read, it didn't say it was a joke. So Jesse Tyler Ferguson jokes that he's raising his son gay until he decides he's straight. So Jesse Tyler Ferguson and Justin Makita welcomed their son Beckett Mercer in July. So they're a gay couple. He is in that show Modern Family. It's funny because in that show, he's the guy, he plays the gay guy with the red hair. He's gay in real life, but his husband or boyfriend or whatever, husband in the show Modern Family, I haven't seen it for years, but he's the heavyset guy, plays a gay guy in the show, but he's straight in real life, but he plays a better gay guy than the real gay guy. The heavy guy that plays a gay guy, he's awesome. He does a great job acting in that. From what I've seen, I haven't seen it in years. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I digress. So so Jesse Tyler Ferguson, so he's the redheaded guy on Modern Family, the gay guy. So he was on Ellen, and they were talking about his new son. He says he's a really sweet boy, and it's been a lot of fun. Okay. Asked by host Ellen if he sings to Beckett, Ferguson confirmed, explaining, it's a lot of show tunes because that's what I like. So we're raising him gay until he decides he's straight. So, okay, he said he was joking. I get it. Ha ha, funny. That's okay, he's joking. And then later in the article he said he's probably going to be a football player or something, and this and that. So I get the joke, but when you see stuff like this, when you see a little kid reading stuff like this, it's like, I mean, are there kids raising their parents to be a certain way that the kids generally wouldn't be if the parents just let them be kids? And that's all this is about. Like I said, it's not hateful, it's not divisive. I'm not focused on any group or anything like that. Just let kids be kids. Don't, teach your kids about dogs and cats and colors and animals, and don't teach them about the skin color of people or the sexual orientation of people. That's it. That's it. It's summed up just in that. Let kids be kids. They don't need to be taught about skin color. They just... Okay, that's it. I'm done. I get too frustrated. Thank you guys for checking my video. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, leave me a thumbs up. If you like the video, comment. Guys, the world's gone crazy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Peace.